Good morning, everyone. My name is Toree. I'll lead you through a slow Vinyasa flow. Before I do get started, I wanted to say a couple things. First, if you're pregnant, just be careful if you're twisting or doing any back bends. Same thing as if we forward fold, just give extra space. So if you're pregnant, make sure the feet are at least hip width distance if you do choose to fold forward. That's safe in the first trimester. If you have any injuries, just make sure you're modifying to your own body. You shouldn't feel any pain or something sharp, just a first edge of sensation. We'll be doing a couple back bends. When you do back bend, it's always optional. You can just bend the elbows for the sensation, or if you want to go the full back bend, make sure you're pushing the hips forward, keeping the chest broad and the belly tight. That's to protect the back. Lastly, I won't be cueing any chaturangas. What we'll do is go from high plank to downward facing dog. If you've practiced yoga before and you want to add in chaturangas or modify any other way you'd like, go ahead and do so. With that, let's get started by sitting in a seat on our mats. Your seats can be on the shins with the hips to the heels. You can sit cross-legged. If you have a prop, feel free to put it underneath the hips. Just find a position that's comfortable for you. When the hips are on the floor, work the shoulders forward and back until you feel them aligned. Shoulders on top of the hips. Sit up tall, reach the crown of the head high. Then put the ears over the shoulders. The chin slightly tucked, so there's length in the back of the spine. From here, inhale your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them down your back. 2 more just like that. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down and back. Last one here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. With your seat rooted down in the mat, the crown of the head reaching tall, close down the eyes and find a position with the hands that feels best to you. You feel like you need to slow down, be grounded. You can place your palms face down in the lap. If you feel like you need to be open to guidance, they can be face up. Or if you're here for this next hour to connect, place one hand on the belly and the other on the heart. Tune into your breath. Follow the deep inhales through the body and the exhales as you let the breath out of the mouth. Take as many rounds of breath as you need to arrive in this space. One more inhale, draw the breath through the nose. Exhale, sigh. Release your fingertips to the side, flutter your eyes open. Inhale, sweep your arms high, just like mountain pose. Take up space as you reach your fingers high to the sky. Let the palms touch. Use a breath out to place the right hand behind you. The left hand will come to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach the crown of the head high. Exhale, twist. Let the twist come from the middle of the spine. And if your neck's healthy, you can gaze over the right shoulder. Release the grip. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, switch. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Plant the left hand behind the seat. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, twist. Release the grip. Inhale, sweep arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause for a breath in. Soften with a breath out. Place the left fingertips to the outside of the mat. Bring your right hand behind you across the lower back. The palm can face to the wall behind you. Slowly, with a breath out, bring your chin down to the chest. Guide the chin towards the right shoulder. You'll start to feel this on the side of the neck. Imagine reaching your ear to that side. Then let the weight of your head bring the ear closer to the shoulder. Inhale the head up. Switch sides. Place the right fingertips out by your side. Place the left hand across your back. Use a breath out to bring your chin to the chest. Then guide the chin and the ear over to the left side. Go slow. If you feel any kinks, just pause in that space. Let the neck open naturally, no need to force. Inhale the chin back to center. Sweep your arms high one more time. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart. Plant your hands in front of you for a tabletop pose. Tabletop pose, the shoulders are stacked over your wrist, hips over heels. Gaze down about a foot in front of the mat so the neck is long. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, and the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, cat. Press the mat away. Round through the spine as you tuck the tailbone towards the heels. Inhale, cow pose. Use the full breath to reach your heart through. Exhale, cat. Press the back of the heart up to the sky as you slowly round one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Meet back at tabletop pose. Bring the toes to touch. Send the knees wide and begin to make your way to a child's pose. So your knees can be to the width of the mat. If you feel too much pressure on the hips, the knees can touch at the center. From here, allow the weight of the hips to come down into your space. Walk your hands forward until you first feel the hips lift off the heels. If you feel the hips lift, pause there. Breathe into that space till they can open. Once the hips reconnect, then maybe walk a bit further. Maybe one day bringing the chest and the forehead down onto the mat. Let the belly be soft between the thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Soften your hips back to your heels. Reach the fingertips forward till you feel the stretch in the back of your armpits. Continue to let the neck be soft. We'll start by threading the needle. On a breath out, reach the right fingertips underneath the left arm. Bring the right ear and shoulder down onto the mat. The left arm can stay extended or reach behind you for a bind to open up the left side as well. Stick with the steady breaths in and out. Bring the left hand back out to extend long. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, release. Reach your right fingertips long in front of you. Pause for a round of breath up the center. Adjust the hips if you need. Thread the needle on the other side. Pass the left arm underneath the right. Bring the shoulder and the left ear down into the mat. You can stay here or find the same variation you did on the other side by reaching the right arm behind you. Wherever you're at, it's all good. Just make sure you match with each side. Extend the right arm back out long. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, reach the left fingertips long too. Gently rock the head from side to side. Massage the space between the brows. Release any tension or worry in that space. Pause at the center. Use an inhale to rise back up, tabletop pose. Stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips over heels. You can rock the hips from side to side to get the blood moving one more time. Stay at the center and find a few rounds of cat-cow at your own pace. Cat pose comes on the inhales. Cat pose on the exhales. This can be as fast or as slow as you'd like. Just do your best to use the full breath to find the expression for each pose. You can add some bends to the side, barrel roll the chest, or take any other movement you need to warm up the spine. Take one more round of each. Meet back in stillness. Tuck the toes behind you. Use a breath out to find downward facing dog. Send the tailbone to the back corner of the room. If the hamstrings are tight, just bend the knees, then lift the tailbone up. Press the fingertips away so the chest can relax and let the neck hang heavy. You can stay here and focus on relaxing the heels to the mat or pedal out the dog by bending one knee and then the other. Come back to a down dog at the center. Inhale, three-legged dog. Continue to relax the chest back towards the left thigh and use your breath in the core to reach your heel up to the sky. Use a breath out to squeeze the knee into your chest. Shift forward so you can gaze through your hands. Then place the foot between your hands for a low lunge. Low lunge, check in with the front knee. Make sure it's stacked over your ankle. Adjust as you need to. Keep the left hand planted down. Inhale, open twist. Sweep your right fingertips up to the sky. Gaze up at the right fingertips. Roll out the wrist one way, then the other way. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, low lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the right hand down on the mat and step your left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. The feet can be hips width distance. Keep a deep bend in the knees and let the neck hang heavy. Shift the weight into the toes to release the low back. Fingertips can stay planted as you sway from side to side, or you can grab for opposite elbows to help bring the body down. Release the grip. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins. Reach the crown of the head towards the center of the room or wherever you're at. And imagine the same length you had in tabletop pose. So from the tailbone to the crown of the head, you have length through the spine. Tuck the chin just slightly so the back of the neck is long. Exhale, open twist to the left. Bend the right knee. Place the right fingertips on the ground as you reach left fingertips to the sky. Roll out the wrist. Use a breath out to release. Inhale, mountain pose. Press down through the feet as you sweep your arms up high to the sky. Allow the hands to touch. You can tick-tock the spine by bending from side to side just slowly, or drawing small circles above you on the ceiling. Again, take small movements just to warm up the spine. No need to force. Find stillness on your mountain pose. Inhale, gaze up through the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Release the fingertips down. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Send the hips back in space. Bring your hands through heart, and with a long spine, Reach your fingertips down towards the ground. Let the neck hang heavy, gaze straight back. Halfway lift, inhale, press your hands into your shins, reach the crown of the head long. Exhale, plant the palms, find high plank pose. High plank pose, the shoulders are over the wrist, hips are lifted, and the heels actively press back. Turn on the quads to keep the hips lifted. If you feel any bend in the back, just come to your knees. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog. If at any time you want to add a chaturanga in that space, feel free to do so. Inhale, three-legged dog. Keep the right heel planted towards the ground as you sweep the left heel up towards the sky. Exhale, squeeze your knee into the chest. Shift forward so you can gaze between the hands. Then plant the foot for your low lunge. All 10 toes point forward, the back heel is active, front knee is stacked over the ankle. Right fingertips stay down, inhale, sweep left fingertips high, open twist, roll out the wrist. Inhale to reach. Exhale, forward fold. Place the left hand down on the mat, step the right foot to meet left. Hang here. Halfway lift, inhale, find length through the spine as you press hands to shins. Exhale, twist to the right. Bend the left knee a lot, plant the fingertips down, reach the right fingertips to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Bring both hands down to the mat. Hang heavy one more time. Inhale, mountain pose. Take up space as you reach your fingertips high. Exhale, hands straight to the heart. Release the grip. Inhale, reach fingertips high. Exhale, forward fold. Pass the hands through heart. Send the hips back. Reach the fingertips down. Halfway lift. Reset the spine. Exhale, high plank. Plant the palms. Step the feet back. Option for a chaturanga, or simply stay for the breath in. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, reach right heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Gaze forward as you squeeze the knee in. Plant the foot between the hands. Drop your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, low crescent moon. Sweep the arms high to the sky. Rotate your pinkies in so you feel space across the back. Open up the front knee just a bit so you can drop the hips low. You'll feel this in the back hip flexor too. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, half splits. Send the weight back behind you. You can reach on either side of the body and flex the right toes towards the face. We're starting to open up through the right hamstring. Do your best to keep a long spine. You can pinch your shoulder blades behind you so the collarbone is wide. Make your way back to your low crescent moon. Press the sole of the right foot down as you reach your arms up high to the sky. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, option for a back bend. You can bend the elbows here or press the hips forward and the back of the heart up as you gaze to the sky. Remember, the key is in the belly. Make sure you keep it tight. Inhale back to your low crescent moon. Tuck the back toes. Lift up to your crescent lunge. Crescent lunge, all 10 toes point forward. You're on the ball mound of the back foot. Imagine squeezing the inner thighs together. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the left heel down at a 45-degree angle. Recommit to the lunge in the front knee. Chest is squared to the side. Gaze is over the front middle finger. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Bring the left hand to the back thigh or reach around the low back as the right fingertips come up and over. The left foot is glued down to the mat and the right knee is pressing out towards the toes. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach the right fingertips as far forward as you can. Bring your hand to the inside of the front ankle. Reach the left fingertips high. Press the hips slightly forward so you can stay long in both of the side obliques. If you found there's a crunch, just bring your hand up 1 more inch. Soften the front knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and out of the front hip. Exhale, spin your hands down to the mat for your low lunge. Left hand stays planted. Inhale, open twist. Reach right fingertips high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right hand comes to the mat. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Inhale here. Exhale, soften. We'll move to the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left heel reaches high to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Squeeze the knee into the chest. Keep the feet lifted, then plant the foot in between the hands. Right knee comes down to the mat. Inhale to your low crescent moon. Reach your fingertips up high. And stay here until you can find the sensation you did on the other side. Press the left knee out just a little bit. Let the hips drop low. Keep the pinky fingers spun towards the middle so you can feel space across the back. Take an inhale. Half splits on the exhale. Straighten the front leg, flex the toes towards your face. Send the hips back towards the heels. Imagine you're pulling the left foot back through sand to help bring your hips in alignment. Reach the heart forward, then fold just a bit deeper. Use a breath in to find the low crescent moon. Left sole of the foot plants down. Reach your arms up high. Exhale for back bend. Bend the elbows, send the hips forward in space, and reach the heart up towards the sky. Inhale, low crescent moon. Tuck the back toes. Use a breath out to lift the back knee off the mat. This is your crescent lunge. All 10 toes point forward. Stay strong in the legs. Bring the shoulders back over the hips. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the right heel down at a 45-degree angle. Drop into the front knee. Reach your arms out long in opposite directions. Inhale, reach all 10 fingers out. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand can come to the back thigh. Left fingertips reach up and over. Stay committed to the front leg. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach as far forward as you can with your left fingertips. Then bring your hands to 6 and 12. Keep the outside of the right foot rooted down on the mat. Slight bend in the front knee. Inhale, reverse. Soften the front knee as you reach left fingertips up and over. Exhale, low lunge. Plant the hands on either side of your foot. Inhale, open twist. Reach left fingertips high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for a breath in. Soften on the breath out. We'll take that flow one more time through. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sweep your right heel up to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Bring the gaze forward as you plant the foot between the hands. Left knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, low crescent moon. Lift the chest and the fingertips high to the sky. Exhale, half splits. You can use the fingers for support as you send the hips back in space. Flex the toes towards your nose. Plant the sole of the right foot down. Inhale, low crescent moon. Reach your arms high once more. Exhale to your crescent lunge. All 10 toes are still straight forward. Use the strength of your core and your quad to lift the back knee off the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Open up your hands in either directions. We forgot the back bend, but it's all good. Reverse your warrior, reach your right fingertips up and over. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten the front leg, reach your fingertips forward. Left fingertips reach high to the sky. Soften the front knee, inhale, reverse. Reach your right fingertips up and over. Exhale, low lunge. Hands come to the mat. They frame the front foot. Left hand stays down. Inhale, reach right fingertips high. Open twist. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hand on the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Hang here for a breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Other side, inhale, three-legged dog. Left heel reaches high to the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Plant the foot between the hands. Back knee comes to the mat. Inhale to your low crescent moon. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, half splits. Use support on the side if you need to. Send the hips back towards the heel. Flex the toes up to the sky. Left sole of the foot comes down. Inhale back to your low crescent moon. We'll skip the back bend since we did so on the other side. Use the strength of the core and the quad to lift up off the back knee. Crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Open up the chest. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left fingertips reach high to the sky. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten the leg. Left hand comes down. Right fingertips reach high. Inhale, reverse. Soften the front knee. Reach the left fingertips up. Exhale, low lunge. Frame the front foot with your hands. Right hand stays down. Inhale, open twist. Reach left fingertips high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the left hand to the mat as you send the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, come to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, press your hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Exhale to Malasana or frog pose. Frog pose, you want the heels glued down. If you need to put a blanket or a pillow underneath the heels, feel free to do so. If they don't connect, come up as high as you need. One way to take out the curve in the low back is to reach for the feet and send the chest forward. Send the breath down into the hips. Try and find the rhythm with the inhales and exhales. Stay for 2 more rounds of breath. Plant the palms in front of you on your next breath out. Lift the hips and gently walk your feet back to hips with distance. Exhale to your forward fold. You can hang here in your forward fold or find gorilla pose. Gorilla, you slide your hands palms face up underneath the feet so the toes are massaging the wrists. Let the neck hang heavy once more. You can pull into your arms to deepen the fold. Gorilla pose, lift the toes, release the hands. Everybody inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, soften, fold deep once more. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up high. Exhale, back bend. Send the hips forward, open through the chest. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, find length through the spine. Exhale, high plank. Stay for a breath in. Down dog on the breath out. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Connect the knees and shins down to the mat. Take a sip of water, towel off, or come back to the breath, the steady inhales and exhales. Take a few rounds of breath for you. Then come back to a seat on the heels. Check back in with your practice. We started with a seat and a hand variation for what we were calling for in practice. Check back in with yourself. You find you're craving the same thing, find the same hand variation. If you need something new, find that instead. Palms face down to ground. Palms face up to receive. Or one hand on the heart and the other on the belly to connect. One more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. We'll take a few half camel flows before we come to the mat. This is a back bend, so be mindful of the belly button. Draw it in and up towards the spine. Plant your left fingertips behind you. The closer the hand is to your heels, the deeper the back bend. The further away, the more gentle. As you inhale, you're going to send the hips forward and sweep your right hand to the sky. Exhale, hips to heels. Swing the right arm around, plant it behind you. Inhale, sweep the left fingertips high as you press the hips towards the sky. Exhale, hips to heels. Switch it out, left hand plants. Inhale, half camel. Exhale, release, right hand plants. Inhale, sweep left fingertips high. Last one on each side, plant the left hand behind you. Inhale, up, really press the hips high. Exhale, last one here. Right hand plants. Inhale, sweep left fingertips up. Exhale, release. Pause here for a couple rounds of breath. You feel any lightheadedness or any sensation? Something did come up for you. Breathe out of the mouth until you can let it go. As you're ready, find your child's pose. Walk your hands down in front of you. Rest the forehead down in front. Again, the knees can be wide with the toes touching. That's too much on the hips. The knees can connect at the center. Inhale, fill the belly with breath. Exhale, sigh. Two more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, sigh. Press into the palms, lift yourself up. Exhale, come all the way down to the belly. You can send the arms back in space. Put the right ear to the mat. You feel anything in the low back, you can bend the knees and allow the ankles to fall from side to side. This is what we call windshield wipering the feet. If you're windshield wipering, bring the feet back down to the mat. Press the tops of the feet down till the kneecaps lift. Turn the chin to center. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Keep the gaze over the tip of your nose As you reach the chin, the chest, and the middle back up. Squeeze your elbows behind you. Exhale, release. Bring your left ear down to the mat. Arms can relax at the side. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Inhale, chin to center. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders, second set. Tops of the feet press down till the kneecaps lift. Keep your legs strong. Inhale, cobra pose. Little to no weight in the hands. Use the strength of your back to lift you up. Inhale, 1 inch higher. Exhale, right ear comes to the mat. Release your arms by the side. Stay here for 2 rounds of breath. We'll move into half frog. So there's a couple options with the neck. You can create a pillow by stacking your fingers one on top of the other and bringing the forehead down. Or you can keep the right ear down onto your space. Bring your arms to a goalpost or a T out by your sides. And inhale to bring the right knee towards the left elbow. You want the right ankle underneath the knee. Flex the toes out. This is your half frog. So the hips stay down towards the mat. The knee is reaching up towards the elbow so you can feel the sensation. If you want more, you can find full frog. Just know we'll be here for a couple of minutes. Soften the hands, soften your shoulder. If you find you're gripping in the hip or the left glute, send your breath to that space until you soften. Always using the breath as your tool. Draw the breath in through the nose. Exhale, send the left foot back in space. Bring your chin towards the center. Forehead rests down on the fingers. Stay for 2 breaths in and out. Bring your arms out to the goalpost or a T. Left ear comes to the mat if your head is turned. Exhale to reach the right knee towards the right elbow. The heel is underneath the knee. Toes are flexed out. Try and keep the pelvis pointing down towards the floor. You did so on the other side. You can find your second set of full frog. Everybody else, soften through the hands. Let your shoulders be heavy and relax the face. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Turn the forehead back down to the mat. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up to hands and knees. You can send the hips back for a brief child's pose if you'd like. Bring the hips down to the mat. Extend your legs out long in front of you. And take a forward fold. First, press the fingertips down to lift the hips up. Send the tailbone towards the back corner of the mat. The knees can stay bent here if the hamstrings are still tight. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lead with the heart as you reach down for your big toes. You can wrap your peace fingers around them. Inhale, use the strength of your arms to pull the heart through. Exhale, fold. Round through the spine, grab for the feet. Maybe play with straightening the legs. The focus here is in the low back. So if you feel more sensation in the hamstrings, just take a small bend in the knees. Release the grip on the feet. Inhale up. Exhale, come all the way down to your back with a strong belly. Hug both knees into the chest. Rock from side to side to massage the spine. Use a breath out to send the left leg long. Heel comes down to the mat. Flex the toes towards the face. Bring the right knee outside the rib cage. Inhale, pull the right knee in. Exhale, supine twist. Bring the knee across the body. Left fingertips can stay down. Right arm can extend long. If your neck's healthy, you can gaze over the right palm. We've come to our final postures of practice. So you can close down the eyes and keep them closed for the final few minutes. Keep sending the breath to the mid-spine. Use the inhales and exhales to cleanse. Turn the chin back to center. Inhale both knees in. Slowly rock from side to side. Send the right leg long with your next breath out. Bring the left knee outside the rib cage. Inhale, squeeze the left leg in. Exhale, supine twist. Left knee comes across the body. Extend the left fingertips long. You can gaze over the left hand. Bring the chin back to center. Inhale to squeeze both knees in. Rock from side to side. Make your way to happy baby. Reach on the inside of the knees. The feet are pressed up towards the sky. Grab for the insides and outsides of the feet. Then squeeze the knees in towards the armpit. You can rock from side to side to massage the spine. Maybe play with straightening one knee then the other. This is your last check-in to see what your body needs. One more inhale. Exhale, release the feet. Hug the knees in and wrap your hands around your shins. Curl up into a tiny, tiny ball. Take a big inhale. Bring the forehead to your knees. Exhale, release. Final Shavasana. Extend the legs out long in front of you. The heels can be at the width of your mat. Hug the shoulder blades underneath you so the collarbones are wide. Let the arms rest at the side. Take up space. Palms face up. Take an inhale. Fill the belly with breath. Exhale through the mouth, sigh. Start to let the breath go. It can be natural and easy. Lick the lips. Swallow. And allow yourself to be soft. Let any thoughts that may come to mind drift out of your head. Focus on sending them out of your space with your exhales. Send the breath through the body until you can be completely at ease. Let the ankles, the elbows, quads, and glutes be soft. Shoulders are relaxed. Eyes are heavy towards the back of the head. Space between the brows is soft. Stay here in your Shavasana for as long as your body tells you to. if your body has had enough rest. Start with a deep breath in and out. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. Then roll out wrists and ankles. Keep the eyes closed and turn to one side. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Use the bottom arm as a pillow. The top arm can rest on the mat. Stay here for 3 cycles of breath. Slowly press into the top palm to find a seat with closed eyes on the mat. This seat can be the same as when you started practice or something different. Take a second to find your adjustments and bring the hands to the heart. Let's take one more breath in together. One big breath out. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. My name is Toree. With peace and love, I bow. Namaste. Thank you for dropping in. Leave a comment with who you practice with and have a great rest of your day.